you, brother.
Thank you, Alfred. I appreciate it, buddy.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate it. Okay, so as I was saying, so my name, ladies and gents, is Isak Hassan. My origin, okay, so where I'm originally from is actually a very small island called Cyprus. That is where I am originally from. My mum and dad were born and raised in Cyprus, and then we moved to London. Back in the 1970s, and then I was born and raised in the United Kingdom in London. And then around 4 years ago, I actually moved to Dubai. My background, okay, in regards to work, is property, was investments, and was like the financial sector. They were the three main categories of my background, or my working background, basically. Okay, so this is my background on what I've done over the years, and this is not something new in regards to what we're going to show you today, but it will be new to you guys because there's not really anything else out there at the moment that is anything like this. Okay, and I can pretty much tell you that I've come across many, many, many hundreds of companies, to be quite frank, and none of them have actually done anything like what we're actually doing, simply because they don't necessarily have the licenses to do so. However, we do. So this is going to be something very, very good for you guys to really understand the power of what you guys now have. Okay, so I am excited for each and every single one of you. Now, in everything that you've ever done, typically you're always raising money or funds for something. Okay, that is typically what you are always doing. And in all of the years that I have done so, okay, it's been very, very difficult, because it's never been my company, and it's never been something where I have control of it. So if somebody lets me down, they don't just let me down, they let down me and everybody that I have brought in to the company. And I know you guys feel the same way. So this is something that's very, very crucial. So when we came up with the name AYATA, AYATA actually means the light in the darkness. Okay, this is a very specific word that we use when coming up with a company. So we registered AYATA in Hong Kong. We are a licensed and regulated investment fund. Okay. Turan, my business partner, he will talk in depth about everything that we are doing to generate money, along with the licenses that we have, and what memberships that we have, and what insurance policies that we have in order to make sure our business operates and runs. Because at the moment we are dealing with investors only. Okay, so what happened was some time ago now, I met Turan, was actually at a wedding, and we were discussing what one another were doing. He is actually a relative of mine. So what we did is we were talking about the payments industry, and the payments industry is a very, very big market, just so you guys are fully aware. And I didn't quite realize that. And I remember saying to him, um, I remember saying to, I remember saying to him, why don't you just raise money for a community? You can probably raise a good amount of money. He'd never heard of it. So we've got two very different people, that you know that we come from two very different backgrounds, basically, but we've merged AYATA to create something very, very great for each and every single one of you. Okay, so let's dive a bit deeper into what we do, and I'm just going to quickly share my screen, if you guys don't mind. Give me 1 second. Okay, so let's go into this. So I want to explain to you what AYATA is via our presentation, simply because I think it's very important that you guys see this and hear it from me as well, which is really, really important. So I've got a bit of a lag, hence why it's not quite loading. But I'm going to talk to you about what we offer. So you guys are fully aware. Okay, we here at AYATA, we offer four things. We offer investment funds, we offer payment cards, we offer bank accounts, and we offer an omni currency wallet, which is an exchange. Okay. Now, these are the four things that we offer. I'm going to dive into the depths of each and every single one of each and every single point with you guys. So do not worry. Okay. The first thing is the investment fund. We currently have three funds called the Oxy Fund, the Krypton Fund, and the Heli Fund. These three funds are currently running and have been now for a number of months, and some of them have been running for a number of years. The first thing I want to talk to you about is the Oxy Fund. Now, the Oxy Fund is considered a low risk. It is currently doing for us on annual returns around 48%. And we are distributing the profits from the Oxy Fund every single month. Now, your initial principal, okay, on the Oxy Fund, okay, can be withdrawn every quarter. So every 3 months, if you wanted to, for example, take all of your money out of the Oxy Fund, you can do, okay, every quarter, which is every 3 months. Otherwise, the fund will pay you around 4% each and every single month. Now, how is it that we are generating money? It's very simple for you guys to understand this. In certain parts of the world, mainly Central Asia, it is very difficult for big institutions to make payments around the world. So what they need is they need their currency that they currently have, okay, and they need to digitalize it, which is basically crypto, okay. They want it in USDT, and we are providing them USDT, and we are taking their currency. Now, what we do is we take their currency, we convert their currency to USDT, sorry, to US dollar, and then we send it directly to Tether to get USDT, and then we have USDT. Now, that process takes 4 to 5 banking days. So what we do is when our client comes to us for USDT, we give it to them immediately. We make a transaction fee. Okay, so when they give us their money, we charge them like 0.5, 0.6, sometimes 0.7% on the amount, for example, okay, that they want to exchange. Okay, they pay us in their currency, whatever that may be. Okay, whatever that may be, and then we charge them a transaction fee, and then we give them the USDT. Then it takes us 5 days to get USDT back again, and obviously we've made X amount of money from that transaction. Okay, and we are doing that continuously. Currently in the Oxy Fund, we have around $18 million. However, this is not enough due to the demand that we have in payments. So your money is never invested. Your money is never exposed to any type of investment. It is considered a low risk because your money simply sits in a liquidity pool. And only when we receive the funds do we then pay out to our client. So it's considered a very low risk. We can make money, we can make no money, but we can never lose the money here at Oxy Fund. 48% annualized return. This number isn't something I just picked from the sky. This is what we've done in the last 12 months. Okay. So just so you guys are fully aware. Okay. In regards to our Krypton fund, our Krypton fund has been running now for 1 year, almost 1 year. Okay. And in May 2025, we are going to officially exit this particular this fund, okay? And whatever our client has made, okay, we will be paying them out in May to 25th to be exact, 2025, okay? Now, this is considered a medium risk. Why? Because in the crypto world, there is no guarantees, okay? There is no guarantees in the crypto world. However, we have a trading plan with our crypto portfolio where there is a stop loss at around 30%, meaning there is no chance for somebody to lose all of their money in the Krypton fund, okay? Which is why it's considered a medium risk, okay? Now, the crypto market, as you guys know, we're in a bull run. We have a team of crypto experts that are managing our crypto portfolio. And if I get a chance by the end of this call, I'm going to show you our current portfolio as well, just so you guys can see exactly what we have done so far. And I believe we've done around maybe 600 or 700% already, just so you guys are fully aware on our Krypton fund. Krypton fund is for people that want to make money in the crypto world, but haven't had the opportunity to because they don't really know how to do it. They can invest here in the Krypton fund and we will do it for you, okay? Now, with the Krypton fund, once you invest, you're not taking any money until May the 25th, 2025. So whatever the Krypton fund has made at that point, okay, whatever it has made, you will then take that money in May. Next, we have our Heli fund. Now, our Heli fund is considered a high risk. Sorry, guys. It's considered a high risk. But I'm going to tell you something about this Heli fund just so you guys are fully aware. The Heli fund, we are investing in projects that are at the early stage, okay? Mainly digital asset projects, okay? That have a potential for significant returns. This particular Heli fund, all right, in the last 12 months, we have generated 1,831%. That is an 18x in the last year. If you was to invest into the Heli fund, you would invest into the Heli fund, and we would then allocate that money into an early stage digital asset project. For example, we have now one particular project, for example, that is like a messenger app that has a banking infrastructure integrated into the application. So when people are messaging each other, they can also send money to one another as well. Now, it currently has 35 million users, okay? They have around 5 million active users. They have 5 million active users every week. Okay. And they've been running for over 5 years. They're now tokenizing their company and it's going to be listed on Binance in the next 2 weeks. We have got the benefit of being the early investor on that particular project, and we are expecting a very, very good return on investment. Okay, a very good return on investment. So the Heli Fund itself is annually based, which means you put your money in there, your money is in there for 1 year, but your return on investment will be as and when the projects finish, which could be 6 months, 4 months, 3 months, which means you might get paid 2 to 3 times in 1 year from 2 to 3 different projects that we might have made 300% or 400% or 500% from them individually. Hence how we made 1,800% in the last year on the Heli Fund. So this is our investment fund. This is how you guys are going to be able to generate money here at AYATA. Now, in regards to our payment cards, we have a direct agreement with Visa. So we are now being able to provide a Visa crypto card that will allow you to top up your crypto card with USDT. You can spend this card in over 40 countries around the world. You don't need to exchange your money. You can just tap or you can go to the ATM and withdraw your money. Every time you spend on this card, you get global miles, allowing you to make traveling a lot more fun, okay? You'll get lounge access at over 1,000 airports. And obviously, you can take out your money from an ATM and so forth as well. We have a metal card, we have a plastic card, and we also have a digital card. These are all going to be accessible to you very, very soon. In fact, the digital card is going to be ready in a number of weeks. We're just sorting out a few things on the back end so that we can provide it to you very seamlessly and smooth. And the physical cards are coming mid-January, okay? Okay, next we have private banking. Now, private banking is something that's very, very important for a lot of people. What I mean by that is this. A lot of you guys are having difficulty converting or sending crypto money into your current bank account. The banks do not like it. The private banking that we opened for you do like it. They love crypto money. It doesn't matter where it's come from. You can make international payments. You will get you'll get also another bank card, which you can use freely. You can have your mortgage or your rent coming off this card or your car payments, whatever it may be. It's a personalized private banking just for you. And the beauty of this is that you're like any other account, you can spend your money freely, but you don't have to necessarily worry about the difficulties of receiving crypto money or sending any international payments, okay? Now, next, we have our fiat crypto wallets. So in approximately a week or less, you guys are going to have access to the new AYATA portal. On this portal, you will have a page where you can have your fiat and your crypto assets. You can convert them, you can exchange them, you can send them to your Visa card, you can send money to your bank account, all on your back office. So we are providing you with an exchange at a very, very low rate, allowing you to be extremely competitive within the market and for you guys to be able to move and hold your assets however you wish. Okay? Okay, so now we go into our membership packages. Now, our memberships are designed for individuals to get something different from AYATA. For example, on the starter packages, so starter A, B, and C, they are priced at $65 up to $325, okay? Now, these memberships give you a different amount that you're allowed to invest into the investment. So, for example, if I had a $65 membership, I'd have the ability to put $1,300 max into any one of the funds. If, for example, I had starter B, which is a $130 membership, I would have the ability to put up to $3,250 into any one of the funds. Starter C, $325. I got up to $9,750 that I can spread across any one of the funds. At the same time, with the starter, you'll get a digital Visa crypto card access, okay, which gives you the ability to have your money going on there. And as long as you've got Apple Pay, for example, or any other, or Google Play as well, you'll be able to make payments, touch and go as you wish. Now, our core packages, they give you the ability to invest a hell of a lot more into the investment fund and also you'll get a plastic Visa crypto card. And on the elite, for example, on the elite memberships, you get the ability to invest multiple six figures into the investment fund. And on some of the elite memberships, you also get private banking, and some of them you also get the ability to have an unlimited amount in the investment fund, as well as a metal Visa crypto card that just gives you more perks. You basically have more benefits. You'll be able to pull out and withdraw more money. You'll be able to move more money around as well. So it just depends. You can come in at any level, and you can work your way up at any given point. The memberships last for 1 year. This is not a monthly thing. It's a one time for 12 months. If you want to add more money into the investment fund and your membership doesn't allow you to do so, you're simply buying another membership. Okay, you buy the membership that suits you in your current status, and you'll be able to purchase that membership and then invest correctly and get whatever benefits comes with that membership. Okay, but I do want to show you guys one more thing. Give me 1 second. I have the Krypton fund that I just wanted to show you guys. Give me 1 sec. And I just wanted to show you guys what we've done so far so you guys can understand. We don't usually show this, but you guys are technically family now, and we are working together. So it's very important that I share this information with you guys. So give me 1 sec. Okay, you guys should be able to see my screen. So this is the Krypton fund as it stands at the moment. For any of you that did see it, I mean, David would have seen this probably a month ago or 2 months ago. David,
when I saw it was at 20 million.
$20 million. Okay,
Yeah.
so that was around what, 1 month, 5 weeks ago, 6 weeks ago.
About a month ago.
Yeah, so you can see.
When we went to Dubai to meet you, it was at 17 million. That was maybe what, 4 weeks ago?
Oh yeah. Okay, so you can see the increase for anyone that would have started in AYATA 4 weeks ago. They would have had a 3x quite quickly. And this is obviously still running. This here is still running. This is something that's going to go till May. And in May, we're going to exit. And obviously, the investors that invested into the Krypton fund will benefit drastically with the money that you guys would have made here. And you guys can see even, everything that we've invested in. We're very open with it all. You can see that there's been, nothing stupid, none of these meme coins that a lot of people are doing. If I even go to our asset breakdown, our health score, you can see there's 0 assets at high risk. Everything has been done either at low risk or at medium risk. Okay, and you can see exactly where we're at and how healthy we are. You guys can see where we started as well. We'll go back. Actually, I could do it with everything. So, sorry guys, I've had a cold all week, so I do apologize for the coughing. We actually started with around $7 million, but by the time we loaded it here on CoinStats, it was already at around 11 million. And you can see literally what it's done over the time. Just so you guys are fully aware, look, we've had it in there since November 23. So it's officially been just over a year. And in May, we'll officially be out. And, overall, this fund is doing very well and it will continue to do well, and things like even the Heli fund will continue to do well because getting involved in these early projects are really going to be the game changer. Now, we are very privileged, okay, to have none other than my business partner and my dear cousin, who is actually on the call today as well. He's somebody who is very, very particular. This is all I can say. He's very particular, and he's a perfectionist. But anyone who's asking me about the website or the portal, I just want to let you guys know, I thought it was amazing 3 weeks ago. Okay, I'm just letting you guys know. I thought it was amazing 3 weeks ago. But my dear cousin Turan, he wants it to be perfect. Hence why he is like, not yet. Let me finish this. Let me get the team to finish that. And he's somebody that is striving to give you guys the absolute best possible product on the market, which I can't really say anything bad about that, can I? So because of that, naturally, I admire this individual. He's a great person to be around. He's full of life, full of energy, but ultimately, he has a very drastic background in engineering, which is why the detail that he will go in when it comes to the portal, once it comes to the money generations and how we're actually generating the money, will make complete sense because he's the mathematician behind it all. So without further ado, Turan, I'll be passing it over to you.
It's like no one actually introduced me like this before, my dear brother. Thank you very much.
You're
So,
very welcome.
Are you
so
supposed to get regular for this something because we are going to reduce all the time like this because we are networker. So when someone gave us an opportunity to change our life, we'll be so grateful for him. This
Astaghfirullah.
is something
Astaghfirullah.
you need
No,
to understand. It's very
so
important, brother.
I'm very happy to be here in front of you guys. Actually, I was traveling the entire week, but it looks like I will settle here for a couple of days, so I will have more time. It's actually for our own for AYATA. So let me give you a brief background information about myself. Then maybe we can deep dive. I am 14 years in the fintech industry. I built one of the biggest, largest digital asset exchange in MENA region, which is in the top 25 in coin market cap now. I am also a co-founder of the payment clearing company called MENAPay, which was one of the first payment clearing company in the MENA region around 8 years ago. I run a bank. I'm a banker. I have payment institutions across the world, including US, Canada. I have a digital asset exchange and remittance company in Australia, and digital asset exchange in Oman. Now we are particularly trying to work to get more licenses around the world to make sure that we can cover more and more people. Right now, the apps and fintech solutions that my team created, reaching to around 36 million people. And we are trying to create better outreach because there are a lot of people that are unbanked in a lot of regions in the world, let's say. And we are just trying to be inclusive and bring them into the financial system in a every mean, basically. So when we started AYATA, we were actually I'm not from your industry, so I'm more like a product person and more like a let's say finance person. When Isaac came with the idea of AYATA, I said that let's build a product because the situation here is um, even there are a lot of well improved, let's say, fintech platforms around the world. There are still regions that are not fortunate enough to access to that product, first of all. Two, the ones that is on the use, they are not very easy to use from the user experience point of view. So people are struggling sometimes using them. I know a lot of people that have bank accounts, let's say in Chase, JP Morgan, whatever, they can't use the mobile app. They rather use or some Europeans. There are great banks in Europe, but most of them are using Revolut because it's easy to use. And on the other hand, obviously, uh, some of our colleagues were saying that okay, we are using Binance, OKX, whatever, but when you log in to Binance as a first user, you feel like you entered to the poker club. So you don't, it's not it's it you don't feel like you are really investing to something. It's more like a lot of gamification elements, whatever. So we said that okay, let's build something that is gonna easyfy things for people, give them financial tools that are going to easyfy the way that they are using the things. And two, let's make it, let's put everything in one pocket, in one basket, and make it a fintech super app. That's how we call it in the industry, super app. So let's make a fintech super app, and let's make it community driven, because more community is going to involve, it's going to scale up faster. And once it's going to scale up faster, we are going to have a chance to focus on different markets and et cetera, et cetera. Obviously, it's not an easy task because you need to have necessary regulatory and compliance, let's say, measures to build something like this. But because we already had some of that entities, we started to connect all of them under the umbrella of AYATA. AYATA is a licensed investment brokerage firm from Hong Kong. But payment services, we are giving it from our EMI from US, Canada, or depending on the currency, we are using our entities in Australia. Depending on the situation, our official exchange partner is Bybit. We are using Bybit's liquidity to convert digital assets between each other. Our custodian is a BTC or Fireblocks for keeping the assets more secure and etc. So AYATA as an umbrella can be hosting all that technologies underneath, and we can give a better service to our users. That's how it started. And ideology behind that was that's what I was always saying during my entire career was like giving financial freedom to people. And when you say financial freedom, it's a very big word and it's a buzzword. So you have to feel that word. So when we say financial freedom, we are talking about four things: freedom to keep and receive your assets, which means you have a platform, you can receive and keep whatever asset you want. It can be fiat currency, it can be digital asset. So freedom to keep, freedom to spend. So we need to give them tools that people can spend their assets, like a card. So that's why we came up with the AYATA card. And three, freedom to convert. Freedom, why it is important? Because I want my users to convert their, let's say, Egyptian pound or Emirati dirham to pounds, but also in the same platform, I want them to convert it to Bitcoin or to USDC. So that's something very powerful that if you can put all of them under one umbrella. So freedom to convert and freedom to move, which means whenever you want, at what time you want, at what day you want, you have to have a right to move your assets. So basically, AYATA is built on this four main pillar: freedom to keep, freedom to save, freedom to move, freedom to spend, and freedom to convert, let's say, principles. And underneath of that, we are also trying to give our investment related services because we can do it. On the other hand, we believe and these investment related services did not started with AYATA. We started this actually 3 or 4 years ago. It was already, let's say, revenue generating channels for us. We came to conclusion to pack them and put them into AYATA too. So if we go through the funds, that's how we call it, and that's the legal name of that also. So Oxy Fund generates revenue by financing payments. So what does it mean? I will give you a very easy, simple example. You're gonna understand it. So majority of the banks in Central Asia don't have correspondence relationships in dollars or in euros. What does it mean? So let's say that you woke up today and actually in Egypt too, for example. Ahmed is here, so he will understand. So let's say that you woke up today, you go to your bank, let's say Al Misr Bank, and you say him that, hello, here is my $10,000 in dollars. I'm not talking about pounds. Here is my $10,000. I want you to send it to my son, which is studying in US. Okay. Al Misr Bank simply cannot send it because they don't have dollar correspondent account. So what they need to do is they need to work with payment companies to facilitate this payment. So during last 5 years, we created very big payment network across the world, and especially in the regions that are not easy to access this sort of payment. So what we do is we execute that payment in behalf of Al Misr Bank, as an example, and we charge a fee for that. So, but to execute that payment, we need to have that money in our pocket because the money from Egypt is gonna come to us, I don't know when, after 4 or 5 days or after a week. So we need to have money in our pocket to facilitate that payment. That's what we call liquidity. So we need to have always liquidity to facilitate payments. And I have a right because I'm giving my liquidity for payments, and I have a right to charge premium for the payment. So we came to conclusion that, okay, rather than going to investment firms and asking for liquidity, it is better to propose it as an investment product to AYATA users, let them to finance the payments, and let us to make money and split it with our users. So that is what Oxy Fund exactly is doing. That's why Oxy Fund is a low risk fund, because we don't buy anything, we don't sell anything, we don't buy potatoes, meme coins, I don't know, Ethereums, whatever. We are just simply financing payments. And that's a working business for us already. We already have in the turnover around 17, $18 million liquidity in our liquidity hub right now. Every day, we are expanding our payment demands, payment network. And Alhamdulillah, till today, we were successful, and we believe that we are going to be successful. That's what Oxy Fund is doing. The second fund is called Krypton Fund. Krypton Fund is actually is a easy fund to explain because it's simply we are investing into digital assets. But what is important about Krypton Fund is because in AYATA you have your own wallet, we don't move your money to anywhere. We don't ask your money to anywhere, etc. So when you click to subscribe to Krypton Fund, what is happening is our traders made a list of the assets that needs to be bought, right? So when you click to there, automatically system buys all that assets and keeps them in your own wallet. So that's why we don't, let's say, move your money to anywhere, etc., etc. And all the wallets are under custody of BTC or Fireblocks. So that's very secure proposition for all of us. For Krypton Fund, we have a due date where we are gonna liquidate all the points because we believe that there will be a market top situation that we shouldn't put more money into there. And that's May. So on May, we are going to liquidate everything, but most probably in February, we are going to stop to receive new money to the fund, to the Krypton fund. So that's something important to mention. And the third fund is Helifund. Why Helifund is important? Because there are a lot of nice products, nice projects in digital asset industry or in AI industry that needs an investment. I will give you a small example. So we invested to Sui Foundation a lot of years ago when even no one was talking about this. And in change, we received tokens for 7 cents. And today's Swiss price is $3, but we exited all our positions. And as I remember, Isaac, please remind me if I'm mistaken, $1.75 or $1.8. So we exited.
1.7.
Yeah. So there are, but why we invested to them? Because it was a great team with a great background, people from Apple, Meta, whatever, and they were creating an Ethereum rival, and it is working. So there are a lot of products like this in the market, and because I am and the people that are in our team is like payments veterans, digital asset market veterans, etc. We are getting approached a lot about that product, and we came to conclusion that why we don't create our own fund to invest into that product. That is a high risk fund because at the end of the day, this entire setup, the success of the fund, not dependent on us, but the project that we're investing. But we are trying to do our best to make sure that we are doing proper due diligence. I will give you a small example, you are going to understand it. So currently we invested into one messenger app that has 35 million active users per month, okay? And has an embedded wallet on it, etc., etc. They are going to issue a token with a $30 million valuation. So $30 million valuation today is less than a valuation of Pepe coin, okay, or any meme coin. Why we shouldn't invest to them? Why we shouldn't invest to them, to the people that are creating this sort of products? Or there is one, for example, project that we invested that bought the broadcasting rights of sport events in entire Africa, okay, and they are putting it into the blockchain where you can vote for or potentially create some games on like a İshak şans oyunları nasıl derim? Şans. Some sports gaming, betting industry,
Yeah,
whatever.
betting gaming. Yeah.
But it's not betting actually. It's not betting actually. It's a bit different. So and these guys are creating a rival for Chili's. Chili's is a great project. I mean, not great, but you know, it has a great market cap, and they don't even have a broadcasting rights of sports, let's say teams, right? Football teams. But so why we shouldn't invest to the people that are covering entire Africa or MENA region? So that's where Helifund is coming. It is a high risk investment, but high risk brings, if you do it properly, it can bring high reward. So Helifund is mainly focused on that, and we have a track record based on this. Overall, we are trying to give a product to our users, which we want them to use in their daily life. Like you go to groceries, use your AYATA card. You go to buy bananas, use AYATA card. You want to invest, buy AYATA card. You want to put fiat money to your account, buy Bitcoin, use AYATA. You want to put fiat money to your account, send money to your kid in US or UK, use AYATA. So we have all that things in a packed product. And investment funds is just a small part of it, but that's where also we are creating value for all of us and for the communities. So that's what I wanted to say as a small intro. I will be happy to listen if there is some nice questions. And
so Nanabi, is there the ability to briefly show any of the website?
Yeah, I can.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
guys, if you can just do a Q&A and just throw it into the chat. So if you've got any questions, this is the time to ask us, and then we will close off the call. So do a Q&A
Yeah.
and just
So I will
post all
show
the
you
questions
them.
in the chat.
I will show you guys the website that is going to be live during this week and the portal that is going to be live most probably next week. Okay. So I will try to not to show the address. Okay. I will try my best. I don't know if I can, but if you see nothing to do anyways. Okay. Oh, you can see me too. Just a minute. Wow. They have a great, oh, wow. That's nice. Okay. So share. Okay. So that's our website.
Looks nice.
Yeah. So that is how it looks like. So we have our we have some pages that is being now the agreements, services, investment funds. So this is the website, and also this is the it has to be the yeah, and this is the mobile, how it looks like in mobile. So that's point one, but that's not the important one. Important one is here. Let me open it to you. Our team just finished the dark mode too, because I didn't want to release the product without dark mode. Dark mode is important, especially if you are a night owl like me. You want to, so desktop. Okay. Okay, can you see me, guys? So
Yes.
this is
Yes,
our
yes.
this is our new like onboarding. So it starts like this. So
Do you not have that link to the way you can go through it or not? Is it still on Figma?
I cannot show it right now. Like, I shouldn't.
Okay. Okay,
Like
fair enough.
product guys are gonna kill me if I shouldn't do it.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
So that's how it looks like. You see the membership packages underneath. You have the let me show you. So this is your new community page, as you see. And this is your card page. You can basically freeze your card, top up your card, etc., etc. This is your un momento. This is your exchange page where you guys can exchange digital assets to each other like this. This is the new funds page. That's how it looks like. Then just a minute. This is your new wallet page. And of course, we have now dark mode. It's opening now. Let's give it a. Okay, so this is the dark mode. As you see, it's dark. So yeah, this is the dark mode.
Hey, Toronto, new site looks amazing.
Yeah, yeah. By the way, so every page is working. So it is a desktop page. Then we have the page for tablets, and we have the page for mobile app. So mobile devices. So every page we have like around, I believe, 64 pages for every iteration. So everyone worked on it a lot. That's why I cannot just let them to, just to put. Let's wait a bit. And but website is gonna be launched this week, so it's all good in that regard. Especially, we made sure that the legal things that you guys should know is in the website, the licenses, etc., which service is giving by through which entity. That are very important points, I believe. Actually, I believe we are going to be the most transparent entity in the entire market that are explaining this amount of thing. And the fact that we are accepting fiat currencies, that actually shows that we are well equipped by financial tools, because majority of the even but look, listen, if you will go to OKX today and try to deposit dollars, you can't, because they don't have bank account, because they don't want to get regulated. We want to get regulated. That's why we have been through that, because we understand the importance of that in front of our users, in front of our clients, and in front of our counterparties. So that are the main points, my dear friends. Any questions are welcomed.
No, thank you so much, Turan, for the explanation. So we are all waiting for the website, to be honest. And as I told you, the website it's more than enough to explain the presentation. So if I send the website to anyone, it's already explained everything. So it's make everything easy for us.
I don't want to look like a bit. So I need to explain why we are here and why we are talking about website today, because this thing started very fast. Okay, so it was like, for me, Isaac came, he said that we need a system. I said, listen, we don't have a system like this. We have a part of this, but the other part that is related to community, we can buy a software from someone. And they made, Isaac's team made the research. They found some company in Asia. We bought a software from them and tried to connect it, but it didn't work, because the guys that created that software, it was their main focus was different. They were mainly focused on referral marketing thing, but
Yeah.
that's not what we are. That we are a product. Like, we need to emphasize a product better. Then I said that, listen, then we are doing it in a different way. We are going to build it from scratch. So that's why we waited for another month. Otherwise, we have a platform that is working right now. You can buy the package, you can go to your portal, you can invest to funds, etc., etc. But as a product person, as a person who built products that reached millions of people, I wouldn't put my signature under that. But I would put my signature under this easily, because it's a product, user experience wise, it's great. The functionality wise, it is great. So that are very, very important points, I believe. And
So
also, signed an agreement with the company called Transact. It's a big fiat to crypto company. Through Transact, we will be. So let's say that you have AYATA wallet, because you don't have to just invest. You can just use AYATA as your wallet. So you can top up your wallet with around 25 different currencies through some banking channels, etc. So we as AYATA, we have our own bank accounts like dollars, Australian dollars, whatever. But there are some currencies that, of course, we don't have. So we have to go through some partners. And Transact, the co-founder of the company, is my close friend. I just called him and said that, listen, we are building a community-driven fintech app. We need your support, guys. They said, okay. Then we basically put that. So like this, so to give you again brief liquidity, we are partnering with Bybit. We are their official broker. We have a brokerage agreement with them. The custody, which means your assets stays where it's not staying with AYATA, it stays with Fireblocks or BTC. So that's also something very important. What else was important? The investments, I explained you how they work.
Yes.
Anyway. Yeah, so if there is anything else, I'm happy to answer to the questions, my dear friends.
Just I want to highlight something very important, Mr. Suran. So in the beginning in the call, I mentioned how many countries we are in this call. We are 28, but we are over 12 to 13 countries, by the way. So
Yeah.
Africa is most of the people from Africa. We have people from Asia. So everyone is listening, and because we in love with the solution, because this is what we are giving people. So a lot of people
here,
are asking.
we have a question here. Ibrahim Abdo is asking a question. Looks a very Egyptian name, by the way. Must be.
Yeah, this is Ibrahim from Egypt. Yes, he's my
really?
partner.
Okay.
Yes.
Ibrahim is asking withdrawal limit in new website and withdrawal fees. So first thing first, my dear friends, in our new system, everything is instant. So you don't wait for anything, whatever, no approvals, all that stuff. From day one, when Isaac showed me some legacy systems where referral marketing was using, like they are putting some days on approval, whatever. Who we are that we are gonna put, waiting for people's money? It doesn't make sense. Okay, so that was my first reaction because I didn't understand it. So first of all, we don't have Ibrahim. If you passed, so you are Egyptian, so you can pass KYC. So but if you passed KYC, $4 million a day, you have a limit. Okay. If you didn't pass KYC, it's 500K per day withdrawal limit. Withdrawal fees, we don't have any withdrawal fees because it's all like blockchain fees, whatever. Like if you are using USDT Tron, it's $2, whatever. I'm not sure. But we obviously incentivize people to use our cards rather than withdrawing. Why you are withdrawing? You are gonna go and sell it in the Cairo nice market to Egyptian pound. Why you do it? We have a great card. You add it to your Apple Pay, pay it.
Yes.
That's it. You don't need to withdraw, like technically talking. George raised his hand. Yes, please, George.
At some stage, will you be launching your own token?
No, George. We don't want to involve into this sort of things because, with all my respect to the people that are launching their tokens and etc., I believe it's a risky business, and especially when dealing with retail clients, we can be seen as a problematic by regulatory authorities. We don't want to do it because majority of the tokens that are being issued right now in the markets are securities, and we have clients from everywhere in the world. I don't want any regulator to approach to us and say that, hey guys, you are selling unregistered securities. And that's why we don't need it. We have enough channels to generate revenue. We can introduce some sort of loyalty points, whatever, but it will never be a token, some Solana-based Radium platform that is doing pump and dump and people are losing their life savings. So we are not going to do that.
You're aware of Nexa, obviously.
Yes, very, very aware of Nexa.
So Nexa has their own token, and when you hold their token, you obviously pay less fees for withdrawals and things like that. For that purpose, that's why I'm asking.
George, so Nexo, I know Nexo very well. Actually, I know Anton very well. So we are, as I mentioned, we are veterans of this industry. So all of us, we know each other at some point. Nexo's story is very successful. So it started in Europe, especially, as you know.
Yeah.
They have an Estonian license from Estonian Financial Intelligence Unit, and to get approved their token, they waited for 3.5 years, just in case. And they are using their tokens as what? As a token. If you keep Nexo tokens in your wallet, and if you have, let's say, I don't know, $10,000, you get more interest, right? So the business model of token is actually a utility. So we don't have such sort of use case. So why we should create it? Do you get my point? But but Nexo guys, all my love to them, very cool guys. They recently changed their approach. Now they are moving into more high net worth individuals. They were I don't know if you saw their new website or not. So, so they are now approaching to $8 billion assets under management. Very good guys, very good friends. All my due respect. We don't have this sort of use case because
No
Nexo
problem.
is always a lending and credit platform. We are not a lending platform. So,
Okay.
but inshallah, George, it's a very good point. Inshallah, in the future, we will be introducing credits. Let's say that you have Bitcoin, you want to get credit, you will get your credit. We will put it into your card, go and spend it. No problem.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, my dear. Any other questions?
I think there's two in the chat. It says, this is from Lee, when will the Krypton fund be closed to new investors and when will the Heli fund be closed?
You answered it.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, you already answered it. Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Any other questions, guys? Anything at all?
Will there be a recording of this so we can eat with others so we are interested in the opportunity? Lucinda Woodward. Most probably, yes.
Yes, it is recorded. Yes, I will get. I think David, you recorded it, so we'll put it together. We'll send it out. On that note, ladies and gents, I just want to say to you guys, look, as as somebody who has been in the industry for a number of years, this is something that you guys should take on board and run with. Don't sit around, don't wait for it. Run with it today. Like, make the most of every single day.
A very small note. I'm really sorry to stop here. I know that you are gonna make one of your great marketing talks, but I want to say a few things here. Actually, George mentioned to an entity very well. So, my dear friends, products are scaling up with communities. Either you are having referral system or you don't have a referral system. Products are scaling up with communities. Nexo is a great example for that. Nexo, let's say, scaled up in German-speaking Europe very fast just because of community and community ones. So we understand the value of community, and that's why we are really we are thinking every day what sort of product we can create that community can get the benefits from. And we obviously, Isaac worked on a great plan for community benefits, and I believe already he introduced it. Like, to be quite clear, as company, we are nearly let's say, spreading out around 85% of entire earnings to community. Because we understand that if it's going to be sort of a unicorn company in the future, 15% of unicorn company is enough for us. But 85% of a unicorn company to entire community, it's a real value. So that's what was the entire approach when we built this product.
That's correct. That is correct.
Will the license be displayed on the website or shared? Yes, Michael, of course. Obviously, Michael's question is great. Michael, we are under umbrella, a mix between Nexo and Revolut would be preferred. George, exactly that's what we are doing, honestly. That's exactly what we are doing, honestly. So Michael's question is very important. Will be the licenses displayed. So Michael, because we are doing different activities and in different jurisdictions, so let's say that if you are giving payment services in Australia, you need a different license. If you are giving that services in US, you need different license. So why we have a whole new page called legal and regulatory that you guys are gonna be reading all licenses involved, all partners licenses involved, and who is responsible for what. But AYATA as an entity is an investment brokerage firm. So that's very important. And our license puts us into the investment brokerage category. There is a long name, financial institutions, whatever, but genuinely it is investment brokerage firm.
That's it.
Thank you, David. David sent hearts, I believe. Yeah.
We love David.
Ayham Al-Khoury. Yes, Ayham, please.
Thank you for your presentation. It was very valuable, actually. But I have 2 or 3 questions. First of all, regarding to the fund, let's say the medium risk, is it closed end or open end?
What does it mean, Ayham? What you mean by closed end?
I mean, if someone he wants to withdraw his money, okay, I should bring another one to inject his money or no?
No, Ayham. No, we don't have this sort of rule, my dear friend. It's very
okay. Yeah. The second question.
Ayham, it's a wrong question to ask to a wrong guy, my dear friend. But okay, let me give you an answer. Every fund has its own maturity date, has its own redemption date. So let's say that you put money to your Krypton fund What is the redemption date of Krypton Fund? It is May 25, 2025. It means
Yeah.
that everyone is going to get their money back in May 25, 2025. That's it.
So there's no withdrawal from the fund at all.
From Krypton Fund, there is no. Let me explain you why there is no. For you to,
Okay.
because Ayham, we are treating entire investments, especially in the Krypton Fund, as one bucket. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's say that we are doing a planning. So let's say that we have now a cash position of, let's say, $1 million, right? Our traders are making decisions that, okay, because we have time till May 25, not May 26, in May 25.
Yeah.
So they are making a decision that, okay, what we are going to do now is, because we have a cash position of X, we are going to put A, B, C, D limit orders. Okay.
Yeah.
So to finance that limit orders, we need to keep the funds inside of the fund. So that's why we are keeping it. There is a redemption date. But for example, in Oxyfund, there is no, because every month you are getting paid because we are financing payments there. Payments are happening ideally within 1 or 2 business days, so it's easy to grasp the returns anytime. And you can click to that. I want to redeem my money. If you are in the right timeline, you can redeem your money, no problem.
I have second question regarding to the same fund. How you will calculate the profit? Let's say one investor he inject his money, let's say in October 2024, and the other one he inject his money in first of 2025. So is it calculated on daily basis or how?
Ayham, it's a great question. Thank you very much for asking this question. I was expecting someone to ask this question finally to me. And so Ayham, how it works is, so let's say that if someone invested in October, he is getting his returns based on the performance from October to May. If you are investing in December, you are getting your performances depending from December to May. But what is mathematically happening in background, I can explain a bit actually. So let's assume that we have a bucket. In this bucket, we have 1,000 apples. Okay.
Yes.
And Ahmed came, paid, and Ahmed came to us and paid $1,000. And for an apple's price was $1. For Ahmed, we put another 1,000 apples to the bucket. And in our cash position, we have $2,000. So one apple equals to $2, right? Technically.
Yes.
Okay. What if in the market, Apple's price is going to rise? Ahmed's share price is going to rise too, right? Technically talking. Because Ahmed owns 5%, 2.5% of the entire apples in the basket. So technically, when someone invests money to Krypton Fund, based on that day, based on that second, we are calculating every share price of Krypton Fund. We are making calculations in that particular second. And when Ahmed is going to exit, again, we are looking how many shares Ahmed has, what is the total value of the entire basket, and we divide it to it, and we give it. It's actually easy to calculate. It's a basic, not basic, it's a medium difficulty math question. But that's how it's being calculated.
Yeah. So that's mean it's weighted the profit. It's weighted the profit. Based on the weightage.
I didn't understand the question. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Forget about it. I got the principle actually because it's not like the other. Like I am banking background, but usually once the customer wants to make like fixed deposit, okay, and he wants to redeem it before, okay, the calculation will be like on daily basis. How many days he kept fixed deposit with us?
But don't forget that we are not generating money every day in Krypton Fund, right? So I understand your point. I am also a banker, so I get you. So we are not generating overnight financing fee. So it is more like there is a basket of money, and this basket of money is getting traded and generating another money, and we put the money that we generated back to basket. And based on the percentage in the basket, it's more like a subscribing to shares of a company or subscribing to shares of a
right.
Yeah, you understand.
I was going to say that it's like when you at the time you invest, you're going to get a certain amount of shares.
Exactly.
If the value of the whole product went way up, then your shares are going to be, probably less or whatever. But if you bought it when it was early, before it went up, your value of your shares will be more. So that's the way I see it. And that is fantastic, the way you guys are doing it. I love it.
Lee, my dear friend, thank you very much for the endorsement. And I'm very happy that we understood each other in this regard, because it is actually it is very important principle in fund management. If you cannot do it in this way, you are going to commingle all the funds and you are not going to know who needs to make what. So that's something was an important point when we created the entire fund, and our backend right now works like that too. So that's important to point out.
There is a question here.
Thank you so much.
Portfolio has,
Thank you,
yes.
Ahmed. Thank you. George is asking, so the crypto fund does not have a liquidity provider. George, I didn't understand the question, my dear friend. And which portfolio has an insurance policy attached to it? So, George, for actually, Krypton Fund has from the custodian, has an insurance policy against theft and hack. Okay, so that's important. If you are asking about the insurance policy for the value of the assets, there is no insurance company in the world that can give insurance for a value of any asset, as you may know too. So liquidity fund is Oxyfund, the first one. The second one is Krypton Fund, and the third one is Helifund. So they have three different. By the way, we had a chance to connect three of them in one fund too, but we came to conclusion with all our dear counterparties, colleagues, and team that no, we need to give right of selection to our users. Yes, for hack, George, we have. It's a good question. For hack, we have because it's actually in Fireblocks, and all assets in Fireblocks are insured, and in Bitco, they are insured with Lloyd's of London up to $250 million for hack insurance. So that's very important. Thank you very much for George saying it, actually. You can Google it, my dear friends, from Bitco. Just Google Bitco blank Lloyd's of London. You are going to see that insurance.
That's interesting.
Any other question?
No, Taran, I just want to say something. I mean, hopefully everyone could wrap their head around the magnitude of how big this is. I mean, there's 27, there was 30 people on the call right now. This is going to go viral really fast. A lot of people are going to be making a lot of money. I mean, that's what it's about, helping other people. And then, there's just so much right now that in this space, this is something that's like a breath of fresh air. So thank you guys for creating this. This is a time, there's a lot of leaders on this call right now. So you guys share it out there with a lot of people, because if they don't hear from you, they're going to hear from somebody else. That's all I want to say.
Right. And this is Lee. Thanks, David. I think the biggest thing that I need to let everybody know that's a leader here, there's a lot of things that have happened in the past with other financial opportunities in the crypto space. The bottom line is you need to capture the long-term vision of AYATA. The memberships are annual memberships. The investments are not daily, okay? They're like monthly or annual returns, just like you would get from a bank. The power of this opportunity is that the funds and the opportunity and everything behind it is real. That's the difference. You cannot pay the kind of stuff that we want to get paid every single day. It's just not feasible. It's just not a reality. So we're thinking long-term vision. If you think about it, you can build a community if you tell other people about it. If you're an investor, you're going to invest and you're going to get your returns on your investment no matter what. But if you're building a community and everybody just sticks with the darn community, we're talking about millions of dollars a year that you can earn with this opportunity. It's not about short-term vision. I had to slap myself and get away from the short-term, negative, limited thinking of investing and get back to the way real life is. When you go to get a darn 401k, you don't get daily returns. You get annual returns. All right. Anyway, that's it. I appreciate everything. Thanks for being doing the call, Ish, and everybody. And Ish, I know you've been sick, and I appreciate you so much for everything that you're doing. I'm just excited about the long-term vision, the opportunity here. Let's roll.
Let's do this, guys. Thank you, Lee. I appreciate it. And look, hopefully we've answered a lot of your questions today. Obviously, we do have a system that is up and running. It's working. You guys can go and make as much money as you possibly want. Down to you, always down to the individual specific efforts. We are here. Someone did ask a question about Zanzibar. We'll be sending, once the new site is up, which is going to be in the next week or so, there'll be a registration link there where you can register for the event happening in Zanzibar. Which we're all very much so looking forward to. I just hope each and every single one of you guys are going to be there. holding a very good rank, so I could just be giving gifts. I want to be like a Father Christmas, but in February, just giving gifts. That's what we want to do. Okay, so we want you guys to, you know, really, really take advantage of this and take advantage of the fact that we're still in the soft launch, like the pre-launch phase. Imagine we haven't even launched yet. This is not going to happen till February. But if you guys position yourself correctly now, do whatever it takes now, today, before 2025 hits, at least when you guys go into the new year, you already have a passive income. You already have regular money coming in from the commissions. You're already holding a rank that you're already aspiring to the next rank. And you're already in a good position to start 2025 the right way. And I know each and every single one of you guys have the ability to do so. You've done this many, many of times. All right. So all I would say to you guys is, you know, we love you. We're here for you. We're doing this for the people. It's the whole point that we are giving as much as we possibly can of the fund to the people. We have designed the memberships to give the most, you know, commission levels to the entire community. We are paying 10 generations down, not just on memberships, but also on revenue share, guys. Really let that sink in. Imagine you're earning from both ends. You're basically a part of AYATA. It's not just, oh, you're a representative of AYATA. No, you guys are a part of the company. If you're taking a revenue share from the fund itself, you guys are a part of the company, and I mean really a part of the company. So I want you guys to really, you know, think about that. And myself and Turan, along with the AYATA team, the corporate team, are working tirelessly to ensure that you guys have, you know, every opportunity here in AYATA for you guys to make the most out of this. Okay, so we'll send the recording out. Give us the next day or so. I'm sure David will get that over to me, and then we'll send it out to everyone that was on this call, so you guys have a recording. But other than that, you know, God bless you all. Take care. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. And hopefully I'll be speaking to you guys real soon. Take care.
Thank you, bro. Thank you so much,
All
guys.
right.
Have a lovely